Well, what's going on, guys? So today we have the real life 40-year-old virgin who can't seem to get a girlfriend. 40-year-old virgins. And I know I'm the incel community's favorite guy. Listen, guys, I appreciate you guys for being so supportive. All the incels are always just so supportive in my comments. They're always like, thank you, man. We appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get right into it, guys.
Average age to lose your virginity in the UK is now just 16, and the vast majority of us have had sex by the time we reach 25. But there are still around 3 million adult virgins in this country. 45-year-old.
There's no reason why you should be a virgin past 18, okay? If you are a man who is attracted to women, there's no reason why you should be a virgin because you have full control over your life. So wherever you're at, it's because of what your choices are. So if you're an incel, if you're a virgin, you've chosen certain things that have led you there.
Clive counts himself among them.
It feels unfair because I know I'm a loving, thoughtful person that I want to give that to somebody else.
Yeah, you're a loving, thoughtful person and you want to give that to somebody else, but you don't give it to yourself. Looking at you, you don't give it to yourself because I'm not judging his looks. I'm judging his body fat percentage because in order to show yourself that you love yourself, you have to show yourself through your actions, through your habits. So when you're sitting there and you're eating snacks all day and you're getting obese and fat, you're not showing yourself that you love yourself. You're showing yourself that you hate yourself. And so others are not going to love you and give you that love that you want and you crave because you don't even give it to yourself. It's the same thing with self-respect. If someone can punk you and disrespect you and you don't stand up for yourself, then you have no self-respect. Until you have that self-respect to where you can tell someone, hey, listen, I don't appreciate that. Let's cut it out. Listen, no one's going to respect you. Why? Because you don't even respect yourself. So everything starts with you. So listen, I'll recommend this. Go on a deficit for however long it takes. Might take you 3 months. Might take you 4. However long it takes. Go on a deficit. Once you are chiseled, once you at least you can be at 10% body fat, 8%, right around there to where you don't have to be super chiseled to where you see your abs, but you don't want to have a double chin because that alone lets people know that, hey, you don't love and you don't respect yourself. So why should they? And I know some people in the comments are going to be all furious and disagreeing. You can disagree all you want. That's the truth.
You feel like, is this ever going to happen to me?
Clive is an IT engineer in Hertfordshire, and to most people wouldn't appear to lack confidence.
White lips, pale face, breathing in snowflake.
And life, he just said, is it ever going to happen to you? Nothing is ever going to happen to you. Nothing is ever going to come to your doorstep and say, here you go. You want a car? It's not going to happen unless you go out there and you get it. You want some money? It's not going to happen unless you go out there and you get it. You want women? It's not going to happen unless you go out there and you work on your skills. So it's not just going to happen to you. You have to work on yourself, make sure you lower your body fat percentage, and then you practice talking to women. Because I already know, I've talked to several incels and it's always the same thing. I had this one guy tell me that he wasn't confident. I asked him, why aren't you confident? He said, I got rejected by 2 girls when I was like 7 or some shit. And I was like, see, that's the reason why they are where they are, because they let someone else's opinion affect how they felt about themselves because they have no self-respect. And so moving forward, they don't talk to women because of that fear of rejection. It's a deep-rooted fear of rejection. So if you don't talk to women, it's never going to happen to you. So you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. I understand that if you were rejected in the past and your confidence is low, you're going to feel that fear of rejection and that anxiety. But you have to put yourself through uncomfortable situations in order to grow.
But despite being a keen performer, he's never managed to strike the right chord with the ladies.
My self-image is something that I struggle with because I started to lose my hair at 23. That didn't do me a lot of confidence, a lot of good. I had really bad acne up until I was 30. It just never went. All these things made me feel very, very underconfident and made me almost regress into like a little shell. Pie, Frey Bentos, come on.
I promise you, if you work on your body and you get to great shape, guess what? You're going to feel better about yourself. And once you shift your mindset, and I know there's going to be some idiot in the comments saying, you can't control your mindset. Yes, the fuck you can. How the fuck do you turn on a light? You control your mindset, right? You can control your mindset to turn on a light. If you, let's just use this light for example. How did I do that? How did you do that? You controlled your mind. You told your mind to do it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have done it. It's the thought, and then you put it into action. So you control that. You controlled whether you clicked on this video or not. So you can control your mind. And anyone who says otherwise, you're completely lost. You're blind. You're lying to yourself. You're an idiot, to be honest, okay? Unless you're willing to be honest with yourself and say, yes, you're right. I am lying to myself. Let me start being honest with myself that I can control my mind. So if he were to control his mind and shift his thinking from I'm going to work only on what I can control, and anything that I can't control, I'm not going to worry about it. So work on your skincare as much as you can. And if there's still acne scars or whatever, you can't control it. So let go of it. Live in the present moment. Don't sit there thinking about things that you can't control, because that's how people live stress. That's how people live a life of stress, because they just focus on things that they can't control. If you can't control it, just let it go. And I promise you, you can control whether you care about it or not. People are going to say you can't. But coming from someone who lives that life, who I control my mindset, I control what I care and what I do not care about, then guess what? You can do it too, because I'm no different from you. I just choose to control my mind. I just choose to only focus on the things that I have control over. That's why I don't have any stress in my life. I have no stress in my life. If something pops up that might seem stressful, I think about it. I say, can I control this? Yes. Okay, then get to work. Can I control this? No. Okay, then forget about it.
That is the food of champions.
Clive lived with his mum until he was 29, and although he's had some sexual experience, his issues around penetration have made it impossible for him to go all the way.
I get told sometimes, I'm chatting to somebody and say, are you gay? And I'm going, no. I've even questioned it myself a couple of times. And then I've gone, no, I fancy women.
And I don't know what his issue with penetration is. I don't know if he has a micro penis. He might need that FitX Fearless penis pumper course. But listen, living with your mom past 18 is going to cause you confidence issues, because you're telling yourself, listen, I'm a grown-ass man, but I'm not willing to go out there and do whatever it takes. So you're already setting yourself up for failure by not having a whatever it takes mindset. So when you don't have that whatever it takes mindset, it's going to go across the board. The way you think about anything is the way you think about everything. So when you don't have that mindset where you move out, even if you're struggling, you say whatever it takes, I'm going to make it happen. Then that's going to leak into other areas. Your body, it's going to be the same thing. You're not going to do whatever it takes. Your mindset, I'm just unconfident. I'm not going to do whatever it takes to become confident. You're a virgin. You don't know how to talk to women. Instead of saying, I'm going to do whatever it takes to learn and figure this out and improve, you're going to say, no, I just can't do anything about it. And listen, I brought a little prop today. I'm going to show you guys why. Listen, this is why it's important to have an open mind. When you're someone who's an incel, when you're someone who hasn't gotten any results, understand that your thinking controls your results. And let's just use this as your mind, okay? This right here is your mind. If you have a closed mind, if you're in my comments trying to dispute the fact that what I'm telling you is true, when I've lived it and I have experience, and you are an incel, you are a virgin, you have no grounds to talk about it. You have no grounds to sit there and try to explain to me your mindset. This is you, okay? And you will never grow if you don't change your way of thinking, because your thinking controls your actions. So you will never grow if you don't change your way of thinking. And these are everything that you believe. This is all your beliefs, okay? And if you have a closed mind, this water inside of this bottle represents what you believe, what you think about. And no matter what anyone tries to teach you or show you a better way, you're always going to be like this, and you're never going to accept anything that could help you grow, because you're closed-minded. You have too much of your own programming and beliefs, and guess what? You're never going to change. So what do you have to do in order to start growing and start thinking differently? You have to let go of what you believe first. First, you must let go of what you believe. Whatever, you have to question your beliefs. Think about why you believe what you believe. Realize that your beliefs up to this point have gotten you 0 results. So what does that mean? If your beliefs have gotten you 0 results, that means that there's something wrong with your way of thinking. And I know I didn't empty the bottle, but let's just think that this bottle is empty, okay? Now that you've questioned your beliefs, you've realized that they've gotten you 0 results, and you've let go of those beliefs. Now you have space to put more beliefs in here that are actually going to help you. Now you can program your mind, because up to this point, you've been programmed by the school, by your parents, by religion, by, friends, by people around you. You've been influenced by everyone, and that's the reason why you don't get any results, because you don't even know why you believe what you believe. So instead of sitting there and defending your beliefs that have gotten you 0 results, you should thank the people who are trying to help you, like myself. I'm sitting here trying to help you by giving you a better way, something that I've experienced myself and I've seen results with. So I wouldn't sit here and tell you something that's going to get you 0 results. So you have to let go of your old ways of thinking in order to start trying new ideas. And I'm not saying to blindly accept everything. You shouldn't even blindly accept what I tell you. You shouldn't blindly accept what your parents tell you. You shouldn't blindly accept what anybody tells you. But what you should do is keep an open mind, question your beliefs, let go of some of your beliefs in order to try a new way of thinking to see if it gets you better results. And if you try it out and you see, okay, this got me better results, then you have proof for yourself that what I told you is true. Okay? And I know some guy's going to say, oh, but, if I go out there, I'm going to get rejected. The mindset that I'm trying to teach you is to not worry about rejection, because you should not see rejection as the end all be all. You should form an opinion of yourself that you are great, that you are amazing, and become confident. And then when you go out, if you want to talk to women, if you want to get better with women, guess what? You're going to get rejected. It's a part of the game. But the mindset is to not care about rejection, to let it affect how you feel on the inside, but instead to learn from it, to learn what you can do better, to learn what can I do better? What can I improve? LeBron James is not better at shooting basketballs. He's not better at shooting basketballs than you just because he's never missed. He's missed more shots than you. So what you got to understand is the biggest players, the motherfuckers who are smooth, seductive, and confident, they've gotten rejected more than you. They've just chosen to learn from the experience.
Clive does have girls who are friends. But like Lindsay, who he's known since college, they rarely end up as girlfriends.
I don't think I give off that vibe of being a sexual being. I think girls see me as more of a friend, yes.
Because you're accepting that. You should make it a point to say, listen, they're cool, they're great, but I'm going to stop doing this because I'm not getting anything from this. I'm giving her all the attention. I'm giving her all this praise, telling her how good she looks. When her boyfriend, when she's mad at her boyfriend, guess what? She's going to come to me and cry on my shoulder. I'm going to take her out to dinner. And you're not getting anything from it. So you should make it a point to say, I'm not going to have female friends, and I'm just going to hang out around women who are interested in me sexually. And then you will actually start to see results. But if you're just giving out your attention to all these women, then guess what? When she's getting dick down, once she's mad at her boyfriend, then she's going to come to you. Do you really want to settle for that? Ask yourself that.
And then Mr. Loverboy.
If Clive was to lose his virginity, I think I would just feel really chuffed for him. And I think I just think that this massive weight's gone and he can chill out and have fun and just do.
Help him get that massive weight off then. Come on. Come on, shorty. Help him. Help him. Nah, I'm just kidding. Listen, you should not blame any women for your lack of results. You should only blame yourself. You should never blame anyone for your lack of results. You should only blame yourself. Always.
Enjoy life.
After being alone for so long, Clive lacks the confidence to chat up women, never mind sleep with them.
It's really hard to chat women up in pubs. You're basically throwing yourself into the lion's den.
And see, what did I tell you at the beginning? This is why they're virgins. This is why they're incels. Because they let the fear of rejection hold them back. The same way that people let the fear of criticism hold them back from starting a YouTube channel. That fear is going to hold you back your entire life. And the only way to get over it is to confront it, put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, and have the mindset that I'm going to fail when I start anything. It's no way I'm going to start something and be fucking amazing at it. You're going to start, you're going to suck, it's okay. The same way when you learned to walk, you fell down, but you got back up. You fell down, but you got back up. Same thing when riding a bike. You were riding the bike, you fell down, you got back up. Eventually, you learn.
If you approach a girl, it locks me up to such a point where I feel paralysed. My whole body is just going, almost like stop. Cheers, buddy. And that's not the way I should be.
And you just have to expose yourself to that. You're going to feel paralyzed the first couple times. Cool. Keep doing it. Keep doing it over and over again. I promise, if you do it 1,000 times, and I'm not just saying do it 1,000 times just to do it. Do it 1,000 times and learn every single time, how can I do it better? The same way that Thomas Edison made this light, he didn't just fail 1,000 or 10,000. I don't know how many tries it was. I think it was 1,000. He didn't just fail 1,000 times and just keep doing the same thing. That's the definition of insanity. But guess what? Every time he failed, he learned what not to do. There's a quote by him. I'm not going to quote him because I don't know exactly verbatim. But basically, he talks about how every single failure was showing him what not to do and showing him what he can do better. So basically, have that same mindset with life. Everything. You're trying to start a skill. You're trying to start a business. You're trying to learn how to talk to women. You're going to suck at first. It's okay. Listen, everyone has to go through that. Everyone has a beginner phase. But you're not going to get past that beginner phase if you let that fear hold you back. You're never going to gain confidence. So either you want the confidence or you don't. Start controlling your mind. Start letting go of your beliefs. Start questioning your beliefs. Try out a new set of beliefs and see if it works better for you. All right, guys. Hit me up on Instagram at Optimal Man Coaching. Any of your problems, I got you. Like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace out.